Alright, so this is video reflection for April 2nd. Okay, so we've made it into April. Good job me for keeping consistent. And I'm now gonna have it a bit more organized so that when I'm talking, it's just gonna come out smoother and the flow is less likely to be interrupted by a random pause or my lack of organization. Anyway, here goes. So anyway, the overall conclusion, I'll just state it at the beginning, is today was a very productive day in terms of academics and projects and clubs. So, okay, so let's just talk about classes before we dive into anything else. So today I did a bit of English language, and I think I shared with the class some very important views and ideas about the novel that we're reading right now. So yeah, I showed some keen insight there, so I think the teacher liked that a bit. And then I also listened to English language but also English literature. And in English literature we are reading, oh Jesus, I'm sorry. We're reading Walden by Henry David Thoreau. And today we looked at chapter 2, and a key concept that he talks about at near the end of chapter 2 is transcendentalism, which is basically, simply put, Henry David Thoreau transcends time and he transcends space. And he states this matter-of-factly through analogies and metaphors and symbols, visuals. I just thought that was very interesting and remarkable that he could just do that through his writing. And I think it also showed, I wouldn't say it's egotistical, I would just say he's very confident and in what he's writing, and his belief in his own lifestyle and in his own meaning is very firm. And I think that's very respectable, So yes, do I enjoy reading this? Not really, but is it helpful? And does it add to the depth of my thoughts during everyday life? Absolutely. What I suggested? No. Anyway, moving on. I designed before, just like 10 minutes ago, I was talking to my friend, and while I was talking to my friend, I was 3D modeling some, I don't know what you would call that. Here I wrote dimension measuring prints. So, funny thing is, I already have this calipers to measure dimensions, which I did. But then again, 3D printing does have an error margin of about 2% maximum. So, yeah, I just needed to double check. So, I've created a couple of 3D prints in here using Fusion 360 that will fit the desk, the bathroom, my bed and its hanger, my wardrobe, and etc. So yeah, hopefully everything fits, and if this everything fits perfectly and fleshly, yep, bye-bye, good night, David, then I think we can move on to the second stage of product production, which is just creating the actual products themselves. So that'd be great. The print's going to take about 52 minutes max, plus the time that I have to cue the filament, so maybe like an hour. So yeah, I will show them to you tomorrow, but just a quick preview is, it's going to be something like this. Oh, I dropped it, but it's going to be something like that. That, which you've just seen, is a really quickly catted up design of a shaving knife hanger. But yes, so I'm trying to make furniture that students can use within KMLA that'll fit KMLA dimensions, and that project is called KMLA Minima. Moving on, we also had an Ongdasom meeting. I also had an Ongdasom meeting today. I talked with my team for creating purifiers, and we divided all the tasks up. So one team's doing research on ion exchange resin filters, and I'm doing research with another 29th waiver on activated carbon filters. The reason we're focusing on these two are because they are the main measures of removing contaminants that are very, very small, even smaller than bacteria, contaminants like heavy metals and minerals. Okay, and okay, so this is a bit more personal, but I think I'm learning a lot from relationships. I'm not just talking about my relationship with, but shut up. But I'm seeing a lot of other people. I don't compare, but I'm not saying that in a compare or contrast perspective. I'm just saying that as in I'm just stating a fact there, but other people around me, Charles and David really don't know, but they're also starting to find some new meaning in their life. And yeah, I think I'm thinking a lot more about human relationships these days. There are the good, and there are the bad, and there are the despisable. Let's just put it that way. But yes, yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's giving me a sort of enlightenment in my life. Hopefully, I can use this enlightenment as I progress through the early stages of adulthood, as I become an adult and become responsible for all my actions, which I'm trying to do right now as well, too. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I've devised a new diet plan because by diet plan, I mean how I'm going to ration this, and there's another bulk up gainer over there. But basically, how I'm going to ration my protein in my diet. So normally I would take a bottle of protein after each meal. So like right after. I don't think that's a good solution because I think I'm just presuming, right? But I presume that it just gets flushed down the toilet. So because your body can't handle too much excess nutrients at a single instant, right? It's not going to store it and then use it up. If it doesn't use it up instantaneously, I mean not instantaneously, but over the next like an hour or so, it's going to get flushed out of your body because that's just how your body works. It's efficient that way. So I've created a new diet plan where I make a shake. I don't pour the water in, but two periods in to after I board school, I drink the shake. So that's about 2.5 hours into school. So 2.5 hours after meals and about 2 hours before the next one. And so I take the shake and I don't feel hungry. And then 2 hours pass and I feel hungry again, and then I can eat lunch. So maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, maybe it's the same. We'll have to check. So far, I have not seen any remarkable or significant change in my body weight. So I'll continue this diet program for about another 2 weeks, and then I will tell you the progress on it. Yeah. Okay. And then three more things. So Team C, I've devised a popcorn system where, since the participation rate for the daily words were so low, I've devised a popcorn system where when one person completes the daily word challenge, they can popcorn to someone else and they have to do it. It's mandatory for them to participate in the daily word challenge. And this really makes people kind of annoyed, but they do participate in the end, so I think it's a positive impact and a good solution to a simple problem. And then you know what, this is getting long, so I don't think I'm going to be talking about EOP because that's a long story, and I have a lot of mixed feelings about it, especially since they took and stole my empty lecture room during second self-study period, which I'm not too happy about. No, I'm not just not happy, I'm fucking angry, so about that. Yes, I don't like that kind of behavior where the teachers try to bully around the system that the students have in place. I don't like that. this isn't about EOP. I think it's about just common decency. If they're gonna have a meeting, they should have booked it. If they didn't, well, that's not my fucking problem, right? So, I'm sorry, but I know school affairs are important, but if they're important, you should have set a place for them. If not, then you could have gone outside. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. It's called common decency, and I think teachers of all people are, let's just say, grown up enough to mature enough to respect common decency. Anyway, moving on. Workout today was chest, biceps, and wrists, and my wrists are tired out, so I think it was a pretty successful one. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, and bye-bye.